We're coming to you live from outside the headquarters of the Guyana Elections Commission here on High and Barrack Street in Kingston, Georgetown. It's past 2 p.m. today, Friday, October 10, 2020. Most of you would have known that that timing and date is important because it marks the deadline for the submission of the report by the Chief Elections Officer to the Guyana Elections Commission. Last evening, Chairman of the Commission, former Judge Claudette Singh, had asked Lowenfield to submit his report in keeping with the certified figures from the national vote recount. Lowenfield has so far failed to submit his report to the Commission and to the Chairman. What he has done, he has written the Chairman a letter asking for guidance in submitting that report, guidance and clarification. Lowenfield, in his letter to the Commission, is asking which election report should he submit. He has sought to reference the Constitution, which speaks to the returning officer submitting the information which he needs to use to compile his report. What I can tell you at this point is that those returning officers were replaced by district officers when the national vote recount was conducted. Those district officers certified the recount, the statement of recount, the district statement, the certificate of recount rather, for each of the 10 districts. The Guyana Elections Commission, the 7-member commission, is currently still meeting inside of the headquarters just behind me. Lowenfield, in his letter, referenced several sections of the Constitution on which he has asked for clarity. I can tell you now that Section 18 of the election law states that the Chief Elections Officer and the Commissioner of Registration shall, notwithstanding anything in any written law, be subject to the direction and control of the Commission. Justice Singh was clear in a letter to Lowenfield that he is subject to the control and direction of the Commission. In the letter that he has written to her, responding to her, he has sought to he continues to insist that he does not need to rely on the direction of the Commission, and instead he can submit his report without her direction. I can also tell you that he asked for clarification in Article 1772B of the Constitution, which the Chairman herself has also referenced in the letter that she had sent to him. Article 1772B of the Constitution states a presidential candidate shall be deemed to have been elected president and shall be declared by the Chairman of the Guyana Elections Commission. And B says, where there are 2 or more presidential candidates, if more votes are cast in favor of the list in which he is designated as presidential candidate than in favor of any other list. So once again, we are telling you right now that the Chief Elections Officer has failed to submit his elections report to the Chair of the Guyana Elections Commission, as she requested last evening for that report to be submitted reflecting the figures from the national vote recount. This is the second time that the Chair has asked Lowenfield to submit his report based on the recount figures, and he has failed to do so. The last time, on June 23rd, Lowenfield submitted a report where he disenfranchised over 115,000 voters to a victory to the APNU-AFC coalition. This is although the certified figures from the recount show a victory for the main opposition, People's Progressive Party. We will continue to follow developments here, and as they become available, we will be bringing you the information.